Namaste. Namaste. And everybody welcome. Everybody welcome to the art of the word that I am. Wishing you a lot of peace, happiness, love, joy. But most of all, I'm wishing you enlightenment and everything, all good in this world, what is possible for you. Welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart. Children are screaming there, okay? We all are the children. And I speak to you from the heart, giving you the word that I am. We are blessed here, you see. I'm so blessed here. Again, in the beginning of winter, again, so warm that I can be with a t-shirt and sun is shining. I love it. I'm shining, and I hope you are shining. And welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart. So let us go right deep into this video. Yesterday I was speaking that we need to wake up, that there's nothing wrong in this world, and that everything what is wrong in this world, all the corruption, all the enslavement, all the terror against humanity, and everything what is misaligned in the world is just a reflection of human consciousness and the fact that the majority of human beings are in the false self, ego self, which is always afraid of losing, afraid of everyone else, always blaming others, blaming himself, full of guilt. And I just want to dive deep into this to explain to you how really in this world all the demons, all the cabal controlling this matrix, the government, the institutions of terror, crime ministers, corporations, everything what is wrong in this world, all the pollution, all the spiritual darkness, everything is just the reflection of the consciousness of humanity. And consciousness creates reality. Here outside is just a picture, the projection of the consciousness and mass consciousness of humanity. What is within humanity is actually beloved angels creating this reality. And we should not save the world, but save ourselves, to heal ourselves, to know that this energies within us, a false self, darkness within us, the separation, the attachments, all the negative energies and states, emotional, are actually creating everything what we want to save the world from. And kingdom is within, and kingdom is within, and you are the one you are waiting for. And we can only save ourselves from these energies that is within, so that we can come home to heaven, which is our heart, and we can live in heaven, which is here now, and everything is alright. Everything, actually, everything in this world, demons, dark forces who are controlling this world, cabal who is controlling the government and corporation, governments and corporation, everything what is creating problems in the world, enslaving and terrorizing humanity and the planet Earth on spiritual, emotional, mental and physical level in the matrix, is just the reflection of the consciousness of humanity, the consciousness. And I can just tell you, like, these forces are real. Demons, dark forces, dark entities, dark astral entities are real. And on the on the one side of the truth, yes, they are enslaving this matrix, and cabal is real, and it's enslaving the humanity, enslaving the earth, destroying and consuming the resources and consuming the life force of the humanity. Government is real, enslaving humanity, taking rights away from humanity, enslaving in the prison job system, with all these institutions like school that destroy knowledge, and medical institutions that destroy health. Yes, and corporations that pollute this earth, that actually sell us poison to enslave us, to make us addicted to poison, to keep us consciousness locked, to enslave us and take all our money. Corruption within the consciousness, within the system. All these institutions are actually real, and the part of waking up is when one wakes up, hey, look what is happening. But now when we rise in consciousness, then we have to see the truth. The truth is that the kingdom is within, and the consciousness within us creates the reality. So the demons may be attacking somebody. Yes, they are real. But why they are attacking? They are attacking because this person has so much fear within themselves, so much trauma, so much guilt, so much blame, even hate, desperateness. They think they are not good enough. All this negative programmings which needs to be healed within them. And these energies, these emotional states of separation, this consciousness is actually is actually attracting the forces outside of ourselves, which we call demons, the dark forces, to actually remind us of the darkness that is within us. That this fears, this blame, this jealousy, everything, attachments, dependency, trying to control others, they are reminding us, because like jealousy, anger, greed, malice, hate, these are the demons, are manifestations of these energies. And when we have and like hate to ourselves, guilt, demons are manifestations of these energies. And when we have these energies within us, when we are in these energies, when they are attached to us, they attract these demons to attack us. But nobody externally is attacking anyone. They are just coming to the energy that matches their vibration, which are our fears, which are our lack of self-love, which are our hate to others and ourselves, blame to others as ourselves, guilt, dependency, control, and all like this. And the reflection of that, we have faith and we believe in that and we focus on that. So these demons are actually, nobody is attacking, but they are just reminding us, hey, this is the darkness within you. They are not reminding anything. They are just creatures who are attracted to this. Like attracts like. And reminding us that we have to focus on the light. We have to heal this darkness within us. And we have to not be of such weak faith. And have so much faith in the source, in light, in the truth. Because one match of light destroys all universe of the darkness. And that we put our faith and trust into the light. And we focus on the light, and that we focus on the healing, on that which is getting attracted. So the consciousness is within. The dark forces enslave this world because the consciousness of humanity is fear, guilt, not enough self-love, control, expectations, trying to control others, imposing in others. All this karma, expectations, blame, blaming each other, living in fear, living in lack. The dark forces that attack some are just the reflections of their weak faith. And actually, I know, because when I went through, or actually in Hinduism they teach you very well. These demons are just reminding you that there are anarthas within you, these things within you that you have to heal. And this world is a reflection of the consciousness of humanity. And you can say there is so much fighting in the world. Somebody killed someone. Their people are going to war. There are terrorist attacks. Countries attack other countries. Minorities attack other minorities. The terrorist attacks and all the most wicked and criminal violations in this world that end up in genocide and all these things. These things are real. But let me tell you something. These are the energies of violation and attack and aggression, and are the manifestation of human consciousness. You can just look at the Facebook. People are attacking people for minding their own business. That's why I know. If you want to seek negative attention on my page, the answer is within you. Keep it there. I don't seek negative attention anywhere. Why? Because when we are attacking others, opposing others, challenging, we are actually attacking them with hate. And it's the same energy, same consciousness. When you attack somebody on Facebook, when you fight with somebody with Facebook, when you challenge them, oppose them, it's the same energy, like a terrorist attack, like a genocide, like going to war, like somebody killing somebody or breaking his bones or breaking entire nation is attack. Therefore, consciousness creates the reality in this matrix, and people may be very upset that there are wars, that there are terrorist attacks, that people are killing each other and fighting each other. But in the same time what people are doing, they are attacking others, opposing others, challenging others with their hate, because they get offended what you write on your wall, and they get only what needs to be healed within their mind. It gets triggered, all that shit, the darkness within, the separation, and they are attacking somebody. And then they want peace in the world, they want love in the world, they want unity. But they are not aware that when you attack somebody like this little bit with your negative energy and hate and challenge, it's the same, it's the manifestation of the same consciousness and same energy that wages wars and terrorist attacks in this world, and genocides and killing and everything that you want to stop. Then you can say, no, this is not same. It is same. Just as the energy that people in their everyday life fighting with each other, opposing with each other, challenging each other, that's the energy, same energy, but in the great, massive, collective state. It's smaller manifestation and expression of the same energy. You're fighting with somebody, you're challenging with somebody, you're throwing their hate, and you're disagreeing and you're challenging your opposition and everything in them. On the greater scale, it is the same energies that bombs are dropping, children are dying, people are killing each other. That's why consciousness creates the reality, and the consciousness is within, within. And whatever we see in the world that we don't like are actually the manifestation of these things that we do to each other, that are actually in our consciousness and in collective consciousness, expressed as wars, as terrorist attacks, as genocide. And this is all the manifestation. The matrix is the manifestation of the ego. Ego always wants to be boss of others, controls others, challenges others, attacks others because it's not sure in himself, because it doesn't exist, it's artificial intelligence. And then it blames you and blames others, attacks himself, attacks you, attacks others. And the matrix is just the expression, the collective physical manifestation of that consciousness. There's so much fear within you. We are afraid of everything, what we will lose, what will be done upon you. And on the greater the fear is manifested, that they control you with fear, that also these great leaders are afraid for their positions, and that's why they have to control. Like, you are afraid to lose somebody. Just listen to this. You are afraid to lose somebody, and then you try to control them, and you try to manipulate in any way, and you do crazy things, and you may end up in separation. The same is like, it's fear, lack. Same is with leaders who are enslaving this humanity, those who have all the money in this world and the corporation. They know the power of people. Now they are afraid. It's same fear of losing what they have, what they think that is there. And now they are creating and scheming more dark plots and corruptions and conspiracies against humanity to enslave it and dumb it down more. Just because they are just the same energy. Just as you are afraid to lose somebody, you are afraid to lose, and you are in that fear, in that lack, and then you are acting out. Same this leaders of corporations, leaders of cabal, people in government, they are afraid. They are afraid of losing, afraid who will attack them. And that's why they enslave and rule with fear. Fear rules with fear. They know the power, and it's just the manifestation of the same consciousness. We are afraid, and then we want to control, and we say it's nothing, I love you, I cannot live without you. But the greater manifestation of the same consciousness, of same energy, is the same energy that is actually controlling the humanity out of fear, and ruling in fear, and creating all the tragedies and conspiracies against humanity out of fear, out of fear. And countries go to war out of that fear, out of that same fear. They are afraid that somebody will attack them, and most probably nobody would attack them. Like Cold War, they were afraid that they will nuke each other and they almost destroy the world. The same fear that you have, maybe. I will lose my life, I will lose my friends, I will end up very bad, and then we go do some crazy things that are not good for us, do not benefit us and anyone. This is crazy. Like, and that's why whatever we see in the world, and we say we need to save the world, hey. Because I saw somebody who is really sometimes suffering, and sometimes he's teaching many, but then he's blaming also dark forces for attacking, and it's clear that he should also listen to masters, you know, and then say, I'll save the world, and that kind of things. No, you have to save yourself. You have fear within. You think somebody is attacking you. You have still false self to release and heal, you know. And you see the world that needs to be saved, because actually the world is telling you, you need to save yourself. When I saved myself, when I got enlightened, when I got rid of my fears, my traumas, when I integrated my darkness with the light, enlightenment, love, no demons are attacking me. They fear me. They are transmuted into the source just by the presence. I am love. I am the light. I am source light. And I see beautiful world. I see beautiful people. And I'm happy like here in forest. And even people who are bad to each other, when they meet me, they are good to me usually. And that's why I know my highest good. It's on the way in creation and creating for the heart and giving you that. And I know that then, I know, world doesn't need saving. I saved myself. Sorry, I cannot save anyone. I cannot save you. I cannot save anyone. I keep my eyes closed because I speak from the heart. But I cannot save you. And this world doesn't need saving. Everything is just there where it has to be. And everything is alright. The consciousness of humanity is just expressing itself in manifestation. The light is shining on so the humanity can experience, live it, and release the ego, the false self, the consciousness. Illuminati, the corporations, the government, the demons and everything, all the darkness is this world. It's not something that caused the consciousness that we are in, 3D separation from the source. But 3D separation from the source is actually the consciousness that produced and created the reality that we live in. What about that, beloved angels? And let me just tell you something else. Just look at that. Just look at that. Corporation, people may be really upset that corporations are enslaving them. That there is job slavery system and they control you and they tell you what to do. That government is controlling you, enslaving you, controlling how you live, what you should do, what you should be. Manipulation, enslavement, and like this. And they may be very upset. We need to save the world from this. We need to save this world from control, from enslavement. But again, consciousness creates the reality. They have to save themselves. Like when we want somebody, that somebody does something to us, for us. You know, when somebody does something for us, and they say no, and they don't want to, and we try to manipulate them, we try to control them, we try to make them feel guilty, we do not accept how they feel in their heart, and we try to push and control. This is the same energy, beloved angels. This is the same energies of expectations, of condition, of control that actually enslaves the humanity from corporations into the slave systems and government that enslaves the movement and controls the humanity in the open prison. Tell you what you should do and what will happen if you do not do it. Same if we in our relationships try to control anyone in like this. We don't respect their free will, what they are, but we try to make it happen. That's the very same consciousness, very same energy. That we say that this corporation is manipulating and enslaving, but we may in our relationship with our friends, we do not accept the will of our friends, of our partners, and we try to manipulate it with guilt, with pushing, and then we are happy when they do it, when we make them to do. But actually, we are enslaving their consciousness. We are consuming their energy. Because if I'm freedom, if I'm love, I love you for who you are. I want to make you happy. I want to make you feel good. But now I just want to get this energy from you. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'll just get it and I'll feel good. But the same energies these corporations and governments are enslaving humanity under. What about that, huh? The things I tell you, huh? What about that? And when you're fighting in like you want to control your partner, you want them to be there for you, you want to change somebody in a little tiny ways. That's the same way as government is controlling and playing games. And you may play some tricks to get what you want. and you don't love that person, you just get what you want. But in the same way, government, the politicians, and corporations are playing tricks to keep you in the matrix. And you may play tricks and you say that is love. Some people may say, we know better for you. Or they mess in the business of others non-stop, and they cannot accept. People do not want to be messed with. And that's the same when government, corporations, and this, especially government in this, is messing with us, messing with people, taking their money, taking their liberties, terrorizing them in our business on the global scale. So the small things that we do, when we expect, when we try to control, when we demand, when we act like something is wrong, like others owe us something if they don't do what we want. We are actually, and we may be against the enslavement in this world and whatever is happening in this world, what corporation and government is doing, but on the smaller manifestations, minor manifestation of the same energy, we are doing the same, expressing in action same energy that actually corporations and government enslaving and messing with humanity. So the consciousness creates the reality. I give you my word. Demons attacking because of what needs to be healed in consciousness. Corporations and government enslaving because they are just showing to us what is in our consciousness. Control, manipulations, expectations. This world is getting consumed and there's never enough and everything, because there is fear that we don't have enough, lack consciousness, fear of losing, and you can see just this world is grabbing. Those who have, they grab, they are afraid. And we may have that same fear within us. And on the opposite pole, you can say, I don't like that the government is enslaving us, that corporations are enslaving us, telling us what to do, enslaving us under this, under that, taking our money, taking our liberties, taking our energies. But just listen to that. Listen to this, beloved angel. Listen to this. When we act so people-pleasing, so polite, when we actually, because people want something from us, and we do it, and it doesn't feel right to us, and we put up with shit that doesn't feel right, just so that we don't lose people, just so that we don't hurt them, and people violate us, and like this, we are controlled. And it's the same energy they are doing to us. We are allowing them to do to us what actually corporations are doing to entire humanity. Why? Because there's guilt within, that you are not good enough, that you are a bad person. If you just say, hey, I'm not doing this to you, it doesn't feel right, stop. Or hey, I don't want to do this, it's not my work. But you will find somebody who will. Hey, I don't have time. Hey, stop that. We don't teach people how to behave with our sensitive energy. We put up with shit. And in the same way, this is the minor manifestation of the same consciousness, of the same problem. We allow people to manipulate us, to control us. We don't show to them who we are, and just not to hurt us, them not to be bad person. We do what goes against our heart. We put up with what doesn't feel right. And we are allowing others to enslave our energy. That's why you feel drained and out of alignment, because it doesn't feel right, it's out of alignment of the source, and your energy is drained. And then the people may say, we want the corporations and government to stop enslaving us, controlling us, manipulating us. but is that just the manifestation of the same consciousness on the very smaller, like on the individual personal level, same consciousness. We are allowing others and pretending so politely, not telling them how we feel, not telling them no, and putting up with shit that doesn't feel right. We are allowing us to be enslaved and controlled. And it's the same energy, same consciousness is actually on the global, on the collective scale. Humanity allows with just that. Humanity allows with the same energy of guilt, not being good enough, that corporations and government enslave the humanity. So the problems are all within. Just see that. You allow others to manipulate you, to control you. You give them your energy even when you don't want. You put up with that shit. But it's the same way. It's the same energy that actually government, corporations are enslaving people in this world. In job system, in fear system, in the matrix. So like I said, all the opposition in this world, just that you're fighting in marriages, you're fighting with people, these are wars, this is attack. So, this world doesn't need saving, beloved angels. Everything is the manifestation of the ego, what you see in this world that is not right. Manifestation of fear, fear of losing, fear of getting attacked, and that manifestation of guilt, blaming others, blaming self. And the manifestation of such state of no love, because ego, false self, it's I'm afraid of everyone, I don't have enough, always fear, fear, fear. Fear for himself that doesn't exist, and guilt. I'm guilty and others are guilty. And that's why we are judged and sentenced and executed in this world, in the matrix, like this is just figure of speech, I mean executed in the third dimension, if we are there. I hope not. I'm in heaven. You know, and that manifestation of that guilt and that fear within is actually all the problems in this world. So you cannot save the world. You cannot save the world, and this world doesn't need saving. Until I thought this world needs saving and I can save the world, there was guilt, blame, fear. False self needs to be healed within me. Attachments. When I save myself, when I heal myself, kingdom is within. I don't need saving, and I see everything is alright. People need to get enlightened, they need to heal their false self, their traumas, they need to let go of their beliefs, they need to release all the traumas, all the separations, all the attachments and dependency and negative emotional states, negative energies like hate, blame, judgment, fear, jealousy, etc. And they have to heal their guilt to self-love, and they can love others. They have to heal their fear to again to love, so they can love in all possibilities. Like, it's only an enlightenment is only way out. And then you see that when enough of human beings in this world is to be healed within, free of their fear, free of guilt, free of blame, free of attachments, one with the source that I am, enlightened, truth, love, then slowly, gradually, this world is to reflect the picture of the consciousness, collective consciousness. And you can see all what is wrong in this world, but light is shining, people are rising, masters are rising, and all the good things of harmony, peace, healing, free energy that actually help and assist humanity in this world are the manifestations that are actually the manifestation of the new consciousness, enlightened consciousness, healed consciousness, free of guilt, free of blame, free of fear. And as enough of people of this world heal themselves within completely of all the guilt, blame, false self-attachments, all the darkness, all the traumas, whatever hurts, then this world is to gradually more and more reflect heaven on earth. World doesn't need saving. You cannot save the world, but you have to wake the fuck up. You have to wake the fuck up. You have to save yourself. The kingdom is within you. There's no other. The consciousness within you creates the reality. And when you have to save yourself from this darkness within you, this separation, and you have to see a beautiful world, and you have to see the shit in the world, but you have to know that everything is alright as it has to be. You know. I cannot save anyone, and nobody needs saving. I cannot save the world. Everything is manifestation of the consciousness. Through ego in third dimension, the soul was learning about free will and choices of free will to embody individualization and to learn about free will, and it needed ego for ego to anchor the free will and source energy in the conscious being that you are. And now when we are ready, third dimension is getting finished. Now we just have to release that ego, heal that ego, is that guilt, fear, that separation from self. We can get enlightened, and it will take a few hundred years, but when we are back home as humanity, as consciousness, as our consciousness is heavenly consciousness, free of fear, free of guilt, free of traumas, free of attachments, free of dependency, jealousy, hate, blame, malice, all these things. This world is to reflect only heaven on earth, because we all are saved, humanity is saved, it saved himself, humanity saved themselves, so this world doesn't need saving to be saved. But everyone needs to save themselves. Humanity needs to save themselves, to free themselves of this consciousness which is creating this reality. And then the world is to reflect heaven on earth. So this world doesn't need saving. You don't need saving. You cannot save anyone. But you have to save yourself. I mean, you don't need saving because there's no control. You have to surrender, work on yourself. You have to save yourself. And in this way you save the world. And you are the change that you want to see in the world. Love, trust, light, faith, beautiful creation, inspiration, motivation, harmony, peace. And this is what I do. I'm polishing the master that I am. And I love you from the heart. And thank you for being part of the art of the word that I am. I'm actually giving you the value, the greatest, deepest teachings. Profound, because I love you and I want you to get enlightened. I want you to get free of the matrix, because the causes are within. Free of your ego, guilt, blame, all the traumas and everything, all the false self. So you rise to your heaven on earth and you save your world, but you save yourself. So thank you for being part of the word that I am. Thank you from the heart. And if anybody, if you feel that you wish to support Art of the Word that I am, that you wish my work goes on. I'm like a Zen master. I'm a teacher. I'm not personal assistant. I'm not personal guide. I don't do messenger. I don't like even do comments much and like this. I'm very sensitive. But I love to teach, create videos and write. And this is what I do. Answer is within. And if you love it, if it brings value to you, and if your heart wants to share a donation with the Art of the Word that I am, do know that I'm so grateful, and without you I would not be able to give one word that I am. And I'll never forget you, and all the blessings of my heart may be yours. From where I was, lost human being, now I'm mastering the master that I am in teaching, and I'll never forget you, because I know where I was and where I'm heading. I am that divine master now, speaking enlightened master, and God knows, Source knows. So if anybody wishes to offer a donation, every single coin is worth gold. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. And I just bless you so much, and I'm so grateful, and I so appreciate, because I'm living in faith, I'm living in trust. I'm actually living what I'm preaching with every breath and every step. And I'm so grateful for everyone who sees my value and offers me a donation. May all the blessings be yours. And I will not chat about it, I will not tell you anything, but when I get donation, I see in PayPal message, I connect with your energy. I do quantum healing on your being. I balance your chakras, I balance your energies, I purify your energies, I ground you. I get the shit out that needs to be get. And I fill you up with white light, healing light. I do it because I'm so grateful. And you don't give donation for that. You give donation just to support my work, free gift. And this is my gift, and I give you my word. I do it for everyone without saying a word. But I cannot save you, I cannot heal you. You maybe feel better. But if you are always living in your guilt, living in blame, living in false self, or seeing the problems outside of you that you need to save the world from, my healing can last 1 hour too. But if you do the changes, you be the change that you are in this world. You focus on the kingdom within. With faith, with trust, and work on yourself. You can heal yourself. You can save yourself. I give you my word. This is all I can do. I just teach. I just do some healing. Another healer, another teacher. You teach yourself. You heal yourself. I'm just an enlightened man who saved himself. And I give you my word. And thank you for being part of the art of the word that I am. And remember, this consciousness creates the matrix. Matrix is the consciousness of human being separated in ego mind, projecting the darkness outside. And everything what you see in the world that needs to be saved from and blame maybe is what you have to save yourself from. And when you save yourself, nothing bothers you anymore. You see that everything is alright. So we are not here to save the world. I cannot save the world. I cannot save you. But I can teach and give you my word. So you save yourself. And this is all what I can do. Namaste and much love to you from the heart. See you every day, hopefully. And it's a beautiful day. I don't like winter. And I'm so blessed. It's November. Short sleeves. Namaste. Life is good.